All right, so $1,000 extra each month. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, wouldn't we all like
I
that?
mean, what if it just showed up in your account? Like magic. No extra work.
Well, hold on. It's not exactly magic.
No.
It's passive income. We're talking about passive income, right?
Right, passive income.
Yeah.
But still, extra money without more work. Sounds pretty magical.
Okay, true. It is pretty awesome, but it does take work, especially at the beginning.
Yeah, so no free lunches.
Right. More like planting a money tree.
Ooh, I like that. Plant it, nurture it, watch it grow, and then boom, financial fruit.
Exactly. So, are you ready to see what we're planting today?
Absolutely. Let's get our hands dirty. So first up, I see we've got digital products and services. Is that really a thing? Everyone seems to be selling something online these days.
Oh, it's definitely a thing, and it can be very profitable. The beauty is you create it once, and then you can sell it forever.
Like what? Give me an example.
Like an ebook, or a pack of templates,
Yeah.
or even an online course.
So let's say I'm good at graphic design, like really good at making social media templates. Can I just bundle those up and sell them?
Absolutely. There are platforms like Etsy that are perfect for that. Or, say you're a fantastic cook, you can make a cooking course and put it on a site like Udemy.
That's cool. And it's pretty cheap to get started, right?
Yeah, the costs are pretty low. You basically just need the skills and some basic software. That's what makes it so appealing.
Low risk, high reward. All right.
Wait,
That's the sound of that.
it's a good way to dip your toes into passive income. And the earning potential is definitely there. Sell 100 copies of something for $10, there's your $1,000.
Minus fees, of course.
True, there are always fees, but the math still works out pretty well.
Okay.
Next up, we've got affiliate marketing. I gotta admit, that one's always been a bit of a mystery to me.
Yeah, how does that even work?
Think of it like you're recommending stuff you love, and then if someone buys it through your link, you get a cut. It's like being an influencer, but with a purpose.
So like, I have a fitness blog, and I mentioned some shoes I love, and then,
You put your special link in the post, and if someone clicks and buys, you get a commission.
huh, sounds pretty simple.
Yeah.
But I guess you have to have like an audience first.
Right. It works best if you already have a blog or a YouTube channel or even a big social media following. And authenticity is key.
Like, people can tell if you're faking it.
Oh, yeah. They can smell a phony recommendation from a mile away.
So you really have to believe in the product.
You gotta love it. And you gotta know it fits with your audience.
Got it. So let's say I do all that right. Can I really make like $1,000 a month with affiliate marketing?
Absolutely. But it's all about strategy. You gotta promote the right products,
The right products, meaning what?
products that have higher
Yeah.
commissions or a mix of products. So you reach a wider audience. It's like a puzzle.
Interesting. All right, now this next one sounds a bit intimidating. Creating an app or website.
Yeah, that one takes a bit more technical know-how.
Yeah, like coding and stuff, right?
Right. But the potential payoff is huge. Think about it. You're creating something new, something useful.
Okay, so instead of promoting someone else's product, I'm creating my own.
Exactly. You could make an app that helps people budget or a website that tracks habits, anything you can think of.
But what if I don't know how to code?
No problem. You can hire people to help you. There are lots of great developers and designers out there.
So think big, but start small.
Exactly. What problem do you want to solve? What gap can you fill? That's where the real opportunity lies.
So we've talked about all these modern ways to make passive income, but has this idea always been around? Like, did people in ancient Rome have side hustles?
Well, maybe not side hustles exactly, but they definitely understood passive income.
Really? How so?
Think about their land. The wealthy Romans, they had these huge estates. They would lease the land to farmers and collect rent.
So like renting out property, that's definitely still a thing today.
Oh, yeah. Land ownership has always been a classic way to build wealth.
Makes sense. What about more recently, like before the internet?
Well, in the 20th century, royalties became a big deal.
Royalties, like for kings and queens.
Not quite. Like for authors and musicians, they would create something and then keep earning money from it over time.
I get it. So like if you wrote a hit song, you'd get paid every time it played on the radio.
Exactly. Or a book. Or even an invention. You create it once and it keeps paying you.
That's pretty cool. So how did the internet change things?
Oh, it completely revolutionized passive income. It used to be so much harder to, say, sell a product to a bunch of people. But with the internet, anyone can reach a global audience.
That's true. Anyone can create a website or an online store these days.
Exactly. So suddenly, you don't need a big publisher to sell your ebook. You don't need a record label to sell your music. You can do it all yourself.
And it's not just digital products, right? The internet has also changed how we invest.
Oh, absolutely. Platforms like Robinhood have made it so easy to buy and sell stocks, and crowdfunding has opened up all sorts of investment opportunities that used to be only for the super rich.
So the internet has kind of like leveled the playing field.
In a lot of ways, yes. It's given more people the tools and resources to build wealth. But of course, there are still things to watch out for.
Okay, so what are some potential pitfalls? What should people be aware of?
Well, first of all, don't just chase the latest trend. Choose something you're actually interested in, something you're good at.
Because if you hate what you're doing, it's going to be hard to keep going.
Exactly. Passion is key because it takes work to build a passive income stream. It's not just going to happen overnight.
Yeah, it's not like winning the lottery.
Right. There's always some upfront investment involved, whether it's time, money, or both.
So you got to spend money to make money, as they say.
Exactly. But the payoff is you can eventually earn money without having to constantly work for it.
Like planting that money tree we were talking about earlier. You put in the work up front, and then you get to enjoy the fruit for years to come.
Perfect analogy. But just like a tree needs pruning sometimes, even passive income streams need a little attention now and then.
So it's not totally set it and forget it.
Not really, but the ongoing work should be minimal compared to the initial effort.
Okay, so choose something you enjoy, be ready to put in the work, and don't expect to get rich quick. What other advice do you have?
Be realistic about your goals. Don't get discouraged if you don't start making thousands of dollars right away.
Rome wasn't built in a day, right?
Exactly. It's a gradual process. Think of it like building a snowball.
A snowball.
Yeah, you start small and it slowly gets bigger and bigger over time.
I like that. So patience is key.
Patience and persistence. Don't give up too easily, especially if you believe in your idea.
So if at first you don't succeed,
Try again. And remember, you don't have to do it alone. There are tons of resources out there like books, podcasts, online courses. Find a community of like-minded people.
it's always good to have support, especially when you're starting something new.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to experiment. Try different things until you find what works for you. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to passive income.
So it's kind of like trying on different hats until you find one that fits.
Exactly. Okay, so we've talked about the history of passive income, the impact of the internet, and some practical tips for getting started. But let's zoom out for a second. Why is this even important? Why should people care about building passive income?
That's a great question. I mean, more money is always nice, but is there something deeper going on here?
I think there is. For me, it boils down to three things: freedom, security, and fulfillment.
Okay, let's break those down. What do you mean by freedom?
Freedom to choose how you spend your time. Freedom to pursue your passions. Freedom to design a life you love without being tied to a 9-to-5 job.
That sounds pretty amazing. Who wouldn't want that?
Right. And then there's security. Knowing that you have multiple streams of income coming in, that you're not relying on just one paycheck.
Yeah, that peace of mind is priceless, especially these days when things can change so quickly.
Exactly. And finally, there's fulfillment. Passive income allows you to create something valuable, something that can potentially benefit others.
So it's not just about making money, it's about making a difference.
Exactly. And that can be incredibly rewarding.
Okay, so we know why passive income is important, but how do we actually get started?
First things first, do your research. Read books, listen to podcasts, take online courses. There's a ton of information out there.
So it's like going back to school, but for passive income.
I love that. You're the student, and you get to design your own curriculum. Once you have a good understanding of the landscape, choose an idea that resonates with you.
Something that aligns with our skills and interests, right?
Right. And then create a plan. Set goals, break down the steps, and give yourself deadlines.
Treat it like a project.
Exactly. But be flexible. Things rarely go exactly according to plan, so be prepared to adjust as you go.
So it's more like a roadmap than a set of instructions.
I like that. And finally, be patient and persistent. Building passive income takes time and effort. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results right away.
Yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly. Embrace the journey, learn from your mistakes, and celebrate your wins along the way.
That's great advice. It's easy to get caught up in the end goal, but it's important to enjoy the process too.
Absolutely. Okay, so to all our listeners out there, what's one small step you can take today to move closer to your passive income goals? It could be as simple as reading an article or brainstorming a few ideas.
The important thing is to take action.
Exactly. Even a small step can lead to big results over time.
That's a really good question. It's something I've thought a lot about myself.
Right. Like at the end of the day, what's it all about?
Yeah, for me, the biggest thing is passive income. It's not really about the money.
Wait, what? But we've been talking about making money this whole time.
I know. But it's more than that. It's about the freedom it gives you.
Freedom to do what? Anything. Freedom to spend time with your family, to travel, to pursue your hobbies, to live life on your own terms.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. But how do you get there? Like, where do you even start?
You start with your why. Why do you want passive income? What do you want to do with that freedom?
So, like, having a clear vision of your goals.
Exactly. Once
Yeah.
you know your why, the how becomes much clearer. Then you can brainstorm ideas, think about your skills, and see what opportunities are out there.
So it's like a journey, and your why is the map.
Exactly. And remember, there's no rush. You don't have to figure everything out overnight. Just start exploring, try different things, and see what feels right.
I like that. No pressure, just explore. Kind of like a buffet, right?
Yes, try a little bit of everything and see what you like. And as you're exploring, remember to celebrate those small wins along the way. They're what keep you going.
This has been awesome. Seriously, I feel like I've learned so much about passive income.
Me too. It's been fun.
All right, so to wrap things up, what's your final piece of advice for our listeners?
Don't be afraid to take action. Even if it's just a small step. Read a book, listen to a podcast, start brainstorming ideas. The most important thing is to get started.
Because every journey starts with a single step, right?
Exactly. So, what will your first step be? We'd love to hear about it.
Thanks for listening to The Deep Dive. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more episodes on all things passive income. Until next time.
See you then.